Okay, we will share screen first. Please wait for a minute, my friends. Is it already?
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from group 2 that consists of Agnia Yasmin, Hana Mutiara, Nabila Hana Syafira, Salma, and also myself, Fania. We will explain about our tempe fermentation. And the title that we take is the effect of the amount of rice flour on the tempe fermentation duration. Okay, first the variable. The independent variable is the amount of rice flour. And then the second is the dependent variable is the fermentation duration. And then the control variable is the amount of yeast, the amount of soybean, and also the equipment materials. And then for the hypothesis that we make, the more the amount of rice flour is the time for tempe to do the fermentation will be faster. And then next will be explained by my friends.
Okay, first, before we start the experiment, we have to gather the tools and the material. So first, we buy soybeans from the same store. And for the experiment, we use about 370 grams. And then we buy rice flour. The rice flour from the same brand, which is Ross brand. And for the amount, it's different from each sample. Like for the first sample, it used 0 rice flour. The second sample used 15 flour. The third sample used 25. The fourth used 35, and the last is 45. So each sample use different amount of rice flour. And for the yeast, we use Fermipan, the brand, and we use about 2 grams of the yeast. And then we use water. Water is the ledeng, we only use ledeng water. And then the plastic. So the plastic we use zipper that has the same size, which is 16 times 25 centimeters, and then container, and then the clothes. So what we were doing first, we measure the soybean, and then we soak it for about 5 hours. And after 5 hours, we boil the bean in hot water about like 25 minutes. And then after that, we let it overnight. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to say. So for this procedure, we conduct it at the same time. So like we start, for example, at 1 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And then after we soak it overnight, and then we clean the soybean, and while we clean the soybean, we also like peel the ari-ari, the kedelai skin, and after that we boil it again to make it steril, and then we put it after we boil it for like 8 minutes. We then dry it. So the kedelai have to be very, very dry. We dry it about like 7 hours, I think. Yes, and then next we were mix the rice flour with the yeast, and after that we mix it with the kedelai until it mixed well. And then last is after it mixed well, the picture is not here, I'm sorry. So after number 10, we should put it on two plastic with the same size, which was 16 times 25. So after we mix it, we put it on the plastic and then we place it, and then over time we observe the temperature. Okay, that's all for the procedure, and then the result will be explained by Salma.
So here there is the table result. Okay, after we put the soybean, we start put the tempe in on Friday at 9 p.m. So we check the tempe every 8 hours. So here's the table for the first tempe or number 0. There is no flour rice flour. So the result is when to October, the time is 5 a.m. The moist begin to appear on all surface. It's same until 4 October at 1 p.m. And when 4 October at 9 p.m., the fungus begin to appear on the fourth side. So the first number is 15 gram rice flour. So when at 2 October, the moist is calm until 2 October at 9 p.m. and 3 October at 5 a.m. the moist began to appear on all surface. At 1 p.m. fungus began to appear little, and at 9 p.m. fungus began to appear much until 4 October at 9 p.m. For the number 2, the moist began to appear at 2 October in 1 p.m. until 3 October in 1 p.m. And fungus began to appear on backside at 3 October in 9 p.m. and 4 October at 5 a.m. More fungus began to appear on both sides until 9 p.m. For sample number 3, moist began to appear on backside at 2 October in 9 p.m. Moist began to appear on both sides at 3 October at 5 a.m. until 4 October at 5 a.m. and fungus began to appear at 4 October at 1 p.m. and more fungus began to appear at 4 October at 9 p.m. And the last is number 4. So the moist began to appear on front side at 2 October at 9 p.m. until 3 October at 1 p.m. At 3 October in 9 p.m., moist become more frequent on front side but no moist on back side until 4 October at 5 a.m. At 1 p.m., moist become fungus, and at 9 p.m., fungus began to appear. Next, we will discuss with Hannah.
Okay, thank you very much, Salma, for explaining the table. So, Aya, I'm sorry, can you move to the table first? Yeah, thank you. So I will explain more about our results. So because our member consists of 5 members, so we made 5 tempe. And also since our independent variable is the amount of rice flour. So we put different amount of rice flour here. And then for the number 0, we doesn't put, we do not put, we doesn't put any rice flour at all. And for the number 1, we put 15 gram rice flour. And for the number 2, we put 25 rice flour. For number 3, we put 35. And for the number 4, we put 45 rice flour, 45 gram rice flour. And so as Salma have said before, that for the result for number 0, I'm sorry, for the moisture is appear first in the number 0 and also number 1, and then followed by number 2, 3, and number 4. And for the fungus, it appear first in the number 1 and also followed by number 2 and 3 and also 0 and 4. And then next to the picture. So here the result of our tempeh that we've made. So as you can see here, for the number 0, which doesn't consist of rice flour at all, the fungi is almost cannot be seen. So as you can see here, for the white spot, yeah. And then for the number 1, it's the best condition of tempeh that we have. The compactness is good, and also there is many fungi we can find here. It's the best condition. And for number 3, number 2, it's also good, but for the condition there's also fungi, but not as much as number 1, and also the compactness is not really good. And for number 3, it's also we almost cannot see the fungi that appear on here. And then for number 4, you can see it's also almost cannot be seen. The fungi cannot also be seen, but it's like less than the number 3. Yeah. And then as you can see here, the tempeh is not really well made. So we can be called this as tempeh because maybe we think that the amount of yeast that we use is too little. It's just 2 grams. The ratio between the soybean also the yeast is not really good. So we just use 2 grams of yeast, and then also the soybean is really too much, which is 370 grams. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Next is the conclusion that will be informed by Nabila.
Okay. Hello, can you guys hear my voice? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Agna, can you please zoom in the conclusion? Okay. So for the conclusion based on our, okay, thank you, Agna. The conclusion based on our experiment compared to the control 1, which is the first result. Compared to the control 1, rice flour indeed helps tempeh to do fermentations. However, too many rice flour will decrease the fermentation rate. So the fermentation takes longer time. It can be seen by how the tempeh 3 and tempeh 4 is still not having not much fungi just because the fermentation rate takes longer time. And what the optimum condition is one that
Nabila, I'm sorry, your voice is inaudible.
Okay. Is it audible now?
Oh my God.
Hello?
There's a static in your voice. Sorry.
Is it audible now?
No, there is still cepet.
Okay, how about now? I'm sorry if
It's much better.
compared to the control one, rice flour helps tempe to the fermentation. However, too many rice flour will decrease the fermentation rate, so fermentation needs longer time. It can be seen by the result 3 and 4, where the tempe don't have much fungi compared to the other. And for the optimum condition is for the one that has 15 gram of rice flour, because compared to the other tempe, the first tempe in this picture is has the best condition and has the closest one to the condition that tempe we usually eat have. That's all from our group. Thank you.
Finish group 2, you can close.
Yes, finish, Miss. Okay, thank you everyone for the attention. That's all from our group. We are very sorry for many mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.